IGF-1 is a insulin-like growth factor. That's what it stands for. And there are many growth factors in the body. These growth factors, of course, cause growth. And maybe they make people have more muscles. Maybe that's why your weightlifters are focusing on raising their IGF-1 levels. The harm is that when you stimulate growth every place, not just your muscles and your bones. You stimulate cancer growth. You stimulate overall body growth, and you age faster. So, you can't have it two different ways.
Yeah.
If you're going to stimulate growth, you're going to stimulate growth. The IGF-1 foods are primarily the high-protein foods, animal foods primarily, but there's one you need to know about, and that's isolated soy protein. Your fake burgers, your fake hot dogs, etc. They're very high in protein, isolated soy protein, and they cause an extremely high, even higher than milk, rise in IGF-1 levels.
Wow.
So those of you who are making your transition to vegetarianism, if you take the stop along the way too long of eating these fake foods, you're going to get some serious health problems, maybe more than you started out with.
What about edamame, like whole soy?
Well, that's a little different. These traditional soy foods that were made in their kitchen in the pantry of people for 5,000 years.
Yeah.
Didn't require any big processing or anything. I think they're fine as delicacies. We serve them at our clinic, our live-in clinic. And,
nice.
But people are taught that they're condiments. About 40% of the foods are identified, packaged foods are identified as being gluten-free and or GMO-free. There are certainly some people, maybe 1 in 250, maybe 1 in 100, in Western societies that suffer from celiac disease and other adverse manifestations of eating wheat, barley, and rye, which are the high gluten foods. We want to make sure we pay attention to these people because they get very sick.
Yeah.
But about 40% of the population thinks they're sick from gluten problems, and they're really not. And so their focus of attention is on gluten, not where it should be. As far as GMO goes, oh, this is so emotional, I don't even mention it. As I say, look, I have never seen a case of GMO deficiency or a disease caused by GMO, and neither has any other doctor. And until we see the first case of damage from GMOs in people, I'm not going to change. Because what this is a dangerous distraction to be focused on things like fake foods, to be focused on gluten, to be focused on GMOs. It's a devastating, dangerous distraction that will cause Earth to burn in hell. The livestock industry is where their attention must be.
Yeah.
The data is absolutely clear. You want to look at cases of livestock poisoning to people? Well, I can point out maybe 80% of the population is being poisoned by livestock. But somehow or another, people's attentions are on things that are irrelevant. I mean, not that they're not of some importance,
No, I
but
understand.
If we're predicting a disastrous change in the environment within, last report I heard yesterday was within 12 years. You're not going to have time, even if it was true, unless you start focusing all of our attention, government, personal, family, community, all of our attention on getting the livestock out of our diet. And the only way you can do that is to have it be a starch-based diet. You've got to get the calories, the proteins, the vitamins. A starch-based diet is the most nutrient-dense, healthiest, most appetite-satisfying diet there is. It's the diet for human beings, just like cats are carnivores. And parrots eat nuts. We all have it done.